Good evening, race fans here, and welcome to Nashville Super Speedway, a 1.33 mile racetrack, 57 laps in this joint. And for Samuel England and Doug Lockrow, they lock up the front row for both the Chevy camps of S3 Motorsports and Flying Aces Racing. Pace car is off. 36 cars come into this race with an equal shot at winning, but it's a matter of who can cross that checkered flag first. Green flag is out in the air. We're racing under the lights here at Nashville. A great start off of turn 2 for Samuel England. Doug Lockrow getting challenged by James Ellison, but Ellison falls to that third spot, and Lockrow able to hold on to second, while the Red Line Motorsports cars are going side by side with Justin Johnson at the bottom. Samuel England will lead lap number 1, but Lockrow thinking otherwise as he's going to go for the race lead underneath car number 56. Into turn 1 they go, Doug Lockrow with the advantage, James Ellison willing to follow as the Chevys round out the top 3. Jimmy Jr. making his way towards the 4th position in car number 65, getting around Watkins Glen winner Cal Farrell in that number 96 car. Justin Johnson though looking for a top 5, Nicholas Guerrera not too far behind. He's also trying to put himself into the picture here, the 05 team looking to get some momentum in that machine today, while Jimmy Jr. up to the 3rd spot, trying to get around Samuel England and able to quite easily. Doug Lockrow though leads the 3rd lap, or really leads the 2nd lap of the event, with James Ellison in hot pursuit. Everybody else trying to navigate their way early on, as track position is going to be key here at this very racetrack. But James Ellison though, great run up of turn 4. Jimmy Jr. thinks otherwise. He's going to go for the runner-up spot as the cam shows them just roar down that front stretch. And now into turn 1, the NVIDIA Dodge diving it into the corner, and James Ellison just slips up just a little bit in turn 1, and car number 65 now up to P2. Here comes Jimmy Jr. now looking for the race lead on Doug Lockrow. Car number 65 has been pretty quick these past couple laps, and oh man, wanted to make a move, but he's got issues with his car. And Jimmy Jr. coming down to the racetrack there, he suddenly checked up out of turn 2 in the NVIDIA Dodge. With issues on his race car, he's brought the car down to the apron of the track. But what looked like an ambitious move for the race lead, looks like they've been struggling. Looks like a mechanical issue for this Dodge. Unfortunate circumstances for the Red Line Motorsports team. As a result of Jimmy Jr.'s misfortunes, it has allowed Cal Farrell to actually take the 2nd spot away from Samuel England, who had to check up just a tad for that 65 car being down on the racetrack. But England now looking to fight back on the inside into turn 1, a really bit of a crossover move. England fights back, Ellison willing to follow, and Cal Farrell losing 2 spots in one go. So FBRL officials have added some PJ1 down to the bottom of the racetrack there to see if there's more grip on that inside groove, and it looks like that's been the case as Cal Farrell drops to 4th, but Levi Pasco charging his way in the picture with teammate Daniel Voiles. In that number 84 car, they're both looking into the top 5. Levi Pasco currently running 5th, but Daniel Voiles looking in on the top 5 here. But Nicholas Guerrera has been closing in. Ben Crouch in the same boat. Look at the outside run that one car gets, with Zachary Bilson in the 48, not too far behind. But Nicholas Guerrera now navigating his way around Daniel Voiles on the inside line. Ben Crouch or Joseph Wrigley Racing looking to see if he can steal the spot away from the 84 car. And Justin Johnson, despite starting off good, is still lurking himself inside the top 10. But Samuel England though now on a mission to catch Doug Lockrow into turn 1. You can just tell how much grip that 56 car has in the center of the corner. Basically the top 4 already pulling away, with Pasco and the rest in hot pursuit. Cal Farrell looking to make a dive underneath the 56 car, really aggressive dive bomb on the inside. Samuel England has to give space, and car number 96 takes the 2nd spot away from Samuel England. James Ellison now looking for 3rd underneath his teammate, and Ellison into turn 1 just dives it in, gets a smooth apex into the corner, and easily takes the 3rd spot away. And now he's on a mission to take 2nd away. Look at the run he's got off of turn 2. And that 5 car looking very strong on the radar here. He could be one to look out for in this race. Cal Farrell has caught glimpse of Doug Lockro's rear bumper, and now off of turn 2, a great run by car number 96, tremendous exit from him, and to the inside goes car number 96 underneath Doug Lockro for position. James Ellison and Daniel England waiting right behind, looking to see if they can pounce on the scenario, and they will do so as much as they can. And James Ellison now up to the runner-up spot. Daniel England looking to steal third away from Doug Lockro into turn 1, and car number 24 gets shuffled on the line. And from first to fourth goes Doug Lockro, a big loss for him. While you see Nicholas Carrera going at it between him and Levi Pasco. Pasco has had a pretty good long run car, but hasn't had the car to really compete up there quite yet, as he gets passed by the 92 quite easily. And Daniel England himself is now going to take part of the action as he goes for the second spot underneath his teammate, with Doug Lockro right behind them. Into turn 1 they go. On the inside, Daniel England outside of James Ellison, and easily takes the second spot away, while Doug Lockro and company are going to be on the attack right behind him. Right behind Sebastian Kukulon, who's running 7th at the time, is a hornet's nest for the top 10 spots. Alexa Lunchin, Daniel Foyes, Justin Johnson, and Ryan Reed are all going at it, as Reed makes it into the corner 3 wide. Zachary Bilson looking to do the same, and they really shut doors on each other. They're willing to side draft the heck out of each other down the front stretch and into turn 1. Ryan Reed though on the inside. Boyle stuck up way in the marbles. Ben Crouch looking to also capitalize, as well as Thomas Jericho and car number 99. So all these guys near the mid-pack, near the top 10 area, all going at it. You see some cars back there kind of single file, willing to work together to see if they can catch this pack of cars in order for themselves to gain some track position. But Ryan Reed stuck on the outside underneath Zachary Bilson for position. That is, looks like, for the 10th spot. And car number 41 able to get the advantage that time around to turn 1. Bilson willing to fight back, but it looks like Ryan Reed is going to be able to top him off. Doug Lockro now looking for second underneath Daniel England. England gives way. Cal Farrell slides up the hill, and here comes car number 24. Great run off of turn 4. And now looking to the inside of car number 96, Doug Lockro really nailed down the third and fourth corner, and that might give him the race lead as a result. Cal Farrell willing to fight back on the outside, but Doug Lockro able to get the advantage off the corner. And car number 24 now up to P1 yet again. Daniel England willing to fight back right behind him, now on the rear bumper of the Dr. Pepper machine. And Daniel England now up to second as a result, but Cal Farrell dropping down to third. James Ellison and the rest closing in on that 96 car. Ellison, Guerrera, and Pasco all willing to try and take advantage of these guys battling it out, while Cal Farrell dove it into turn 1, really shoved the 56 up the hill, and Doug Lockro's car has blown up. The race leader coming into this race out of it just like that. Unfortunate for car number 24. They looked like they had a splendid car in the making, but it looks like it's not meant to be for Doug Lockro. Another car having issues with his race car is Ryan Reed in car number 41. His car suddenly lost power in the multi-tool machine, and as a result he was running inside the top 10 as we mentioned earlier, but now he is literally near the last place position as a result. Another car that had issues, we mentioned him, Zachary Bilson, one of the last few cars, but Daniel England still leads the way over Cal Farrell and Nicholas Guerrero. But here comes the field down pit lane, couple cars coming in. James Ellison kind of coming in a little bit late, but the S3 Motorsports cars playing a similar strategy to each other, and they're willing to help each other out so they can get the most points as a team overall. As Daniel England does come down pit lane, Justin Johnson, Alexa Lunchin follows on suit. Edward Ziemba, Eric Rodriguez, and Austin James come in as well. So pit stops are beginning. Cal Farrell, let's see what the other drivers do in store, and looks like the top 3 come into pit lane. Everybody else willing to follow. Tib Foster decides to be the lone survivor and stay out on the racetrack. Ryan Butcher doing the same thing as well. And there's another car, I believe that is Ian Dutta in car number 77. He also is staying out on the racetrack here, so let's see where the cycle comes into play. England gets a great stop over his teammate James Ellison, which is rather predicted. Justin Johnson, great stop for him. They're coming out of their pit lane hoping to get an undercut and with their strategy call, while everybody else still going for the overcut and using younger tires to their advantage. There's Cal Farrell down pit lane. They're going for 4 tires on the number 96 car. And watch that Dodge come out of pit lane sooner or later, but otherwise, let's look at a spectator cam to see how the field fans out. There's car number 56 and car number 5 running close together. James Ellison looking to see if he can catch some ground using the draft right behind that number 56 car. And car number 96 now coming out on the racetrack, finally trying to merge into the racing lane. There you see the S3 cars in the distance. It'll be a pretty close race off, and Cal Farrell though looks like he might get the advantage into turn 3. But here comes the S3 Motorsports cars on the outside groove there, trying to get the speed. Cal Farrell right up through the gears he goes, and they're side by side for position. And James Ellison is going to help his teammate on the outside groove in order to get the main spot. Into turn 1 they go. Ellison actually looks like he wanted to make a hole underneath car number 56, but look at the amount of tandems that 56 and 5 had off of turn 2. And just great work by Samuel England and James Ellison alike, as now they lead the field down. But Cal Farrell attacking James Ellison off of turn 4, looking to see if he can take advantage of those newer tires. There's Levi Pasco in the mix as well. There you see that white Ford Mustang right behind him, so don't count him out just yet, as well as now Ellison looking for the race lead underneath his teammate. England slides up the hill just a tad, and that allows Ellison to get some space on the bottom. And car number 5 now looking for the race lead underneath that 56 car. Into turn 3 they go yet again. Into the corner, a big dive and a slide to the inside goes James Ellison as he re-inherits the race lead with Cal Farrell and the others in hot pursuit. You may notice Nicholas Guerrero now running up in the 2nd spot. His car has been flying in this race, but the battle for 11th is on between Brandon Cresta, Bilson, Ness, and a couple of others. We haven't talked about some of these drivers all day, but one car blowing up in the back, that is Randy Riggs Jr. In car number 51, his car up in smoke, and he's trying to get out of the way. Austin Murray runs him over, and the 51 spins right across the racing line and into the pack of cars right there. Huge hits there all around. Nick Breeding collected, and Blake Warren and Carson Hill all joined into the carnage at the end of it. As the caution is out for the very first time today, a big crash with Randy Riggs Jr. and a couple of others bringing out the field, and that's going to bunch everyone together in the race, and certainly not what the top, really, I would say the top 6 cars really wanted to see whatsoever. And you can already know that the motor just expired on the 51 car, and watch him get hit by Austin Murray. I believe the 51 was coming down on the racetrack, and into the outside wall goes Bobo Jones. Gets lucky. Bob Burns not as fortunate as he runs over the back end of the Voodoo machine. Into the outside wall goes the 51. Nick Breeding was trying to avoid the wreck. Watch him hit the front end of Bob Burns' car. No place to go. Austin James had a little piece of the wreckage as well. A lot of right side damage to his race machine. And then the 51 trying to get the car cranked up. Blake Warren trying to avoid the wreck, just no place to go. And then Carson Hill plows the back end of the 51. And then watch Jimmy Jr. and Ben Crouch. They do a great job of avoiding the carnage there. But a multi-car wreck due to an engine failure brings out the first caution. And as mentioned earlier, that's going to change the complexion of this race. The field went down pit lane, and now it is Nicholas Guerrero in charge of the lead lap cars. He leads the way here at Nashville after a great stunt by the Flying Aces team. And back underway we go. Levi Pasco really spun the tires, caught sleeping. That time around, James Ellison now going on the inside of that 84 of Daniel Boyles. Noah Wright, a lap car, also playing into the keeps for Cal Farrell. They're going to use these cars as a pick. And the single line Z cars, I believe, are going to be shuffled out of line there. Levi Pasco trying to find a way around lap traffic, but Nicholas Guerrero loving what he's seeing with these cars slow right in front of him. That is just what this 05 team really needs. But Levi Pasco able to clear his way around Noah Wright's car, and now he's on a mission to chase down that number 41 machine. Daniel Boyles now right behind them. They're in the best possible scenario to see if they can attack that 05 car once and for all. Due to lap traffic, it has brought some new faces along. Inside the top 5, Jacob Rose and Brandon Cresta have made their way inside 4th and 5th, and now move to the inside goes Brandon Cresta. He is hungry for some positions here, and the Team Menace DCA cars. So Sebastian Kukulon and Jacob Rose are going to be now side by side into turn 3. Kukulon now trying to take an opportunity in the making here. Very opportunistic move by Kukulon. And here comes car number 5 of James Ellison and Alexa Lutchen. Also in the picture, the S3 cars and Texan cars are hungry for some positions as well. And James Ellison looking to try and make a move in the middle groove that time around, but to no avail. Samuel England now going a little bit higher up the racetrack, kind of shoved Alexa up into the marbles there thanks to Jacob Rose's car struggling for grip. And 56 car now up 2 positions. They're now teaming up on Daniel Boyle's Brandon Cresta. Now up to the 3rd spot, Kukulon up to 4th, and James Ellison hard charging, but here comes Kukulon again, right underneath Brandon Cresta. How about Sebastian Kukulon? And that 55 car, he's certainly making a name for himself today. And with a move to the inside, that's up to P3, but the S3 cars, you can tell how ferocious cars are with that Chevy power underneath their hood. Kukulon just holding on for dear life, but slips off of turn 3. Here comes Ellison and England to smash the party in. And now they're getting around Kukulon quite with ease that time around. And now they're going to be on a mission to try and catch Levi Pasco and Nicholas Guerrera in that car. But look at Kukulon fighting on the outside that time around. Great run off the corner. It looked like actually a car stalled on the track. That was Austin James, so there might have been quite a bit of a hesitation from those drivers there. So Austin James might have had some mechanical issues there. No caution on the racetrack. But James Ellison now in a secure 3rd position at the time being. Cal Farrell, if you've been wondering about him, he is a bit inside the top 10. He did not fare too well in the restart due to no race car holding him up, but now he's on the charge to get around Daniel Boyes. But you see his teammate of Jimmy Jr., despite the mechanical issue, it looks like they might have fixed it, but it might have been too little, too late for car number 65. Samuel England, though, now looking for position underneath Brandon Cresta. Looks like for 5th, and it looks like he'll be able to do so quite easily. But this could be an exciting race in the making, because now James Ellison looking on the inside of Pasco. Pasco washes up the hill, really got loose in the corner, and that allows James Ellison to take advantage and to get himself up into the runner-up spot. While the lead was really heating up, we didn't notice until now that Ryan Butcher's car disintegrated during that green flag run on lap number 43, and the car is going to end up out of the race because of it. Tough break for Ryan Butcher in car number 80. James Ellison has cleared Ryan Reed and turns the lap traffic, and now it is him and Nicholas Guerrera. Levi Pasco, Kukulon, and England have also gone around Ryan Reed, but Levi Pasco slips off on turn 4, and here comes Sebastian Kukulon to the inside. Team Menace DCA having a field day right now with this 55 car, and now looking to try and hold on to 3rd, while you see Ryan Reed making a move to the bottom. Certainly not what these lead lap cars want, is some not as cooperative lap cars in the way, as Alexa Lutchen now with the help of her teammate able to take the spot away from Levi Pasco. And Samuel England, though, on the charge as well. Nicholas Guerrera sliding up the track. That allows James Ellison to get some runs off of turn 4. And now looking to the inside goes car number 5 on car number 05 for the race lead. Into turn 1 they go. Which driver will have the advantage? The inside line in this race has been advantageous for these NAPA Pro Series drivers. And off of turn 2, they're still side by side off the corner, and nobody willing to give an inch there, but they've given themselves plenty of racing room into turn 3. But it looks like James Ellison able to get the spot just like that. And here comes Samuel England also in the picture. He's in the 3rd position with Alexa Lutchen in the 4th spot in car number 40. But back to the inside goes Nicholas Guerrera. Crossover move into turn 1. Nicholas Guerrera just trying to duplicate what James Ellison did just the lap before. And Samuel England loving what he's seeing. He's wanting to attack the number 5 car as well. And into turn 3 they go. Here comes England on the inside trying to find the lower groove. Ellison fights back on the top but the S3 Motorsports cars are now side by side for the race lead, all for the second position, while you see Alexa Lutchen now looking to the bottom underneath her teammate. And Alexa Lutchen now looking to try and also take herself into this picture to try and contend for a win as well. Down the backstretch they go, Alexa Lutchen really giving assistance to Samuel England, but might give him a shot into turn 3 if the 40 is able to do so. Great run into turn 4 goes Alexa Lutchen, and now she's got a nose underneath car number 56, but England gets the run off the corner that time around as they get their way around Austin Murray's downed car. And that might hold the field up because Alexa Lutchen now struggling to get around car number 70. Ryan Reed and a couple of other lap down cars are going to be able to get around this 70 car quite easily. But Kukulon loving what he's seeing, able to get some free spots because of the lap traffic, as well as Cal Farrell in car number 96 and Levi Pascoe in the 92 cars. So we've gotten ourselves a bigger field of cars all contesting for this race win. But Nicholas Guerrera with a huge gap over the rest of the field, only 0.65, but even so that could be enough as of the moment to try and secure that victory. But right now Kukulon up to the 3rd spot with Ryan Reed battling her teammate, or really his teammate, for no position, really no gain out of all of it. But Kukulon getting assistance from James Ellison, slides up the hill, and that allows Ellison to get a run off of turn 4. You can just tell the grip in those Goodyear tires kicking in for James Ellison, and with them trying to get around lap traffic, that could be the big variable. If they can do that quite easily, then they could have a shot at getting Nicholas Guerrera. But right now it looks like the deal could be sealed, because now it is only a second advantage over the rest of the field here today. And James Ellison now up to 2nd, getting around Alexa Lutchen. Samuel England looking to do the same. And now they're trying to get around Ryan Reed. Samuel England actually looking to make it 3 wide on his teammate. Ellison shuts the door on his teammate and England decides to back off just a little bit into turn 1. But we only have 4 laps to go in the race. Alexa Lutchen now finally getting around Ryan Reed. Reed not really playing nice to a lot of these drivers here, but Cal Farrell finally making his way back up into the picture here. And while you see this 05 team just trying to keep their P's and Q's together, James Ellison and Samuel England are going to be 2 hungry drivers looking for victory in the NAPA Pro Series for Nashville. 3 laps to go this time around. It's still Nicholas Guerrera's race to lose, but with lap cars playing in the keeps potentially if they catch Austin James in a wrong spot, this could allow James Ellison and Samuel England to really capitalize on the scenarios. They have to get around Jimmy Jr. if they want to have a good shot there. Great run off of turn 4. And here comes James Ellison now looking around Jimmy Jr. This is just what this 5 team needs as they round the flag with 2 laps to go. Alexa Lutchen looking to take 3rd away from Samuel England into turn 1. And car number 40, the Air France machine, still trying to fight back. England with the run off of turn 2, able to defend his position quite beautifully on car number 40. But right now, here they come off of turn number 4. They have come towards the slow Austin James, and it's going to be the white flag in the air. 1 more lap to go here at Nashville. Who gets to the line first? Guerrera really struggled around Austin James, and that has allowed James Ellison to really close in. He's right on the bumper of that 05 car, and there's Jimmy Jr. right behind him. What will he do to interfere with the lead lap car, specifically the top 2? Into turn 3 they go for the final time. Guerrera really blocking that low line, but Ellison looks low on the racetrack. Off of turn 4 they're gonna go side by side. Coming across the line, it's Nicholas Guerrera that gets it across the line over car number 5 of James Ellison. What a finish to end the race, and man, I think for the 05 team that is certainly a closer call than they could have imagined as a result of this one. But what a finish there, 0.08 of a second across the line. James Ellison probably needed 1 more lap to actually get the job done, but lap traffic played into his hands almost at the end of it. What a finish and what a race for these drivers, specifically the front runners. Alexa Lutchen gets a quiet 4th, England 3rd. Cal Farrell gets a 5th, Kukulon 6th. How about that? Levi Pascoe, 7th. Ian Dutta, we didn't talk about him that much in this race. 8th place run for him. Ben Crouch, 9th. And Edward Ziemba gets a top 10 for car number 94. What a race and what a victory for Nicholas Guerrero. Flying Aces is going to be one very happy team after this one. We're going to take a look at the results, but congratulations to Nicholas Guerrero on securing the win.